Hello, everyone. Thank you very much for joining us in our webinar today, Maximizing Brain Health, the AlphaSize Advantage. I will be your moderator today for the entirety of this presentation. My name is Silvi Siddhu. I am the Director of Nutraceuticals at Univar Solutions, and I'm very excited to introduce Dr. Francesco Amenta, who is a human anatomy professor at the University of Camerino. He has also been the Director of Clinical Research Center there. He is also a neuroscientist and has extensive experience in the understanding and management of Alzheimer's disease, including the effect of alpha-glycerolphosphorylcholine on the Alzheimer's patients. He has authored over 600 research articles, so I'm very excited to be in the company of the guru. We also have Mike Petteruti, who is the president of Chemi Nutra. Mike is very well known in the nutraceuticals industry, especially in the innovation, development, and commercialization of health ingredients. And under his leadership, Chemi Nutra continues to excel in delivering scientifically backed ingredients that cater to the evolving needs of consumers. This is where I would like to invite Mike Petteruti. Mike, would you like to take us through the entire journey of Alpha-GPC or AlphaSize, the history and how it compares to other ingredients in the market?
Thank you, Sylvie, very, very much. And I'm really appreciative of this opportunity to work with our partner, Univar, on presenting, the benefits of AlphaSize, and even more excited that we're able to have Dr. Amenta with us today to really offer what I consider some of the most in-depth insights and benefits to this compound. AlphaSize is the branded version of alpha-glycerolphosphorylcholine that Chemi Nutra has had and actually brought to the market some 20 years ago. Some of the highlights that this branded ingredient bring are, its natural source, the clinical research. It is considered GRAS. It is managed under USP monograph. It's non-GMO. There are a host of patents that support this branded ingredient. It's kosher, halal. It has an NDI. In fact, it's the only Alpha-GPC that has an NDI in the market. It's allergen-free. It's an ergogenic and nootropic compound in its activity. And finally, it's actually produced in our facilities in Italy. So what we're offering here to the audience today is, a compound that is perhaps one of the most established and clinically studied effective brain health supplement available to our industry. What's interesting about this compound, Alpha-GPC, is that in many markets around the world, it's recognized as an OTC or a pharma product. And so it is not only represented here in the US, but again, globally, it's used as a drug. Today, in the US, in the nutraceutical world or environment, consumers and brand formulators have many, many options. And to be quite honest, many of these options, ingredients tend to be fads, or they lack what we would consider, real demonstrated benefits and performance, meaning health performance benefits for the consumer. We believe AlphaSize, Alpha-GPC brings not only the pharma level quality, but it also brings, as Dr. Amenta will illustrate during our presentation, many years of clinical history and performance demonstrating its benefits to brain health. So with that, I'd like to now pass the dialogue over to Dr. Amenta.
What about the impact of alpha-GPC on memory and acuity? Hippocampus, a major site of neuronal differentiation and development in the adult brain, plays an important role in learning and memory. Studies have shown that chronic restraint stress causes hippocampal damage and reduces hippocampal differentiation and neurotransmitter expression. Enhanced cholinergic neurotransmission improves learning and memory, probably by increasing the expression of brain-derived neurotrophic factor, BDNF, in the hippocampus. Alpha-GPC increases levels of acetylcholine and BDNF. What about mood? Mood is a fundamental aspect of human experience and plays a significant role in shaping our daily thoughts and behaviors. Mood in the brain is influenced by a combination of biological factors. We can mention hormones and brain neurotransmitters, psychological factors like personality and learned responses, as well as environmental factors such as illnesses and emotional stress. Monoamine neurotransmitters such as serotonin, dopamine, and or norepinephrine are the most important neurotransmitters in the pathophysiology of mood disorders. On the figure on the right side, we see the overlapping between the functions of serotonin, dopamine, and norepinephrine. Depression symptoms that derive from an impaired balance of the different neurotransmitter systems elaborating mood responses could benefit from a stronger cholinergic stimulation induced by the neurotransmitter enhancement induced by Alpha-GPC. But an additional characteristic and quality of Alpha-GPC is the fact that the compound enhances also dopaminergic, serotoninergic, and noradrenergic neurotransmission, and therefore it probably provides a full range stimulation of some neurotransmitter systems involved in mood expression of learning. Learning disorders include a variety of problems characterized by difficulties with reading, writing, math, or reduced capability of organizing and planning activities, as well as troubles with memory and concentration. Alpha-GPC has been demonstrated to improve cognition, behavior, and functional outcomes among individuals with neurological pathologies of various. A very important characteristic which makes quite unique Alpha-GPC is its role on apathy. Apathy is a lack of goal-directed activity. It also presents as a lack of interest and emotional expression. Apathy can be a symptom or complication of several neurological conditions such as Alzheimer's disease, Parkinson's disease, and stroke. Apathy affects approximately from 19 to 76% of individuals with Alzheimer's disease. Apathy can resemble depression, but it is different from depression. People with apathy don't have the feeling of low mood or sadness that people with depression have. Apathy and depression can coexist in the same individual. Individuals affected by apathy often display a lack of motivation, lack of interest and initiative, leading to a decline in their daily activities. This is associated with a greater functional disability and cognitive impairment.
Thank you very much for that summary, and I would like to add that we are very excited and very fortunate to be your supplier partner. So thank you very much. If you have any questions about the clinical studies that were covered in the webinar today. If you would like to sample AlphaSize, you can reach out to us at nutra@univarsolutions.com. And if you are if you're interested in learning more about the ingredients that Univar Solutions has that complement AlphaSize or in the brain health category, you can learn more at univarsolutions.com/Nutra. Thank you very much for being with us in our webinar today, and thank you very much again, Mike and Dr. Amenta.